Here we are in the forward cabin, the V-berth on Molly, Albin 36 Trawler. Project here is to replace the anchor locker bulkhead, which, as you can see, has been water damaged over the years, which seems to be fairly typical on these boats. The Samson post takes a lot of strain because of the dock lines, and over time the seal around the Samson post fails. Water begins to leak down it. The post is right up against the bulkhead, and so the bulkhead starts to get wet, saturated. And that's what this bulkhead is. You can see at the top here, it's rotted pretty much completely. And then down at the bottom, delaminated. And maybe I could shove my finger through there, I don't know, we'll find out. But next step here is to remove the shelves on either side, starboard and port. And once those shelves are out, see if I can get these little other bookshelves out without breaking them. And then take off the trim on the bulkhead and then see what I can do about getting that bulkhead out. I'd like to take it out in one piece, that way I can trace it on the new plywood, but we'll see if that's gonna happen, I don't know. So, we'll see. There we go. Oh, Penny, I'm rich. So here I've pulled all the trim. There's a layer of veneer over the original plywood that was glassed in. So I've pulled off that veneer. You can see the tabbing the bulkhead to the hull. In this case down here, all punky. Just totally rotted. Yep, like pulp. So, gotta finish cutting the tabbing here. I already cut it up to there. Then I'll cut the tabbing here, and then I gotta get inside the locker and cut from the inside. So here's that veneer. Let's see if I can get this. Yep, there you go. You see the tabbing. Bulkhead doesn't go all the way to the deck. 1/4 inch, it feels like, bulkhead. Anyway, I'll finish cutting, pull this out. Alright, so take out the remnants of the bulkhead here. Probably should switch my blade. So in order to, before cutting the Samson post down below, I want to disconnect it up here from the bowsprit. Is. Shame. Nice piece of wood. Probably mahogany. That's what it looks like. water come right out of it. Soaking wet, soft and spongy, nasty. Alright, so just give Molly a little bit of a cleaning. She's looking pretty shabby because she hadn't been cleaned when she came in. So Samson post is out. What I thought was a big resinous blob down below is not. It's actually resin and cloth, so it is tough going to cut it out. That's what I was doing earlier. Anyway, Samson post out, pretty cool design. It's actually notched, which is a good idea. So the post itself is notched on 3 sides so that the bowsprit slides in, and besides the bolt that's through the Samson post and the bowsprit, the notch actually holds it. So you can see here that area. So the full thickness of the Samson post is the aft end of the bowsprit there, where it's got that little step. And as it goes in, that's the notched portion of the Samson post. So let's see if we can see down in here. Focus, there we go. So the Samson post went right straight down through. And I've cut out a bunch of that resin and cloth, but still lots more to go. Pain in the butt. Pulled the anchor rod out. Actually stowed the anchor up above on the fly bridge. Tied the bowsprit off. It's not that much weight, but I wanted to make sure that nothing was really torquing on the 2. I'm guessing it's probably 2 bolts that are holding it up forward. Anyway, top layer is the teak, and then underneath it is what should be a layer of fiberglass, and then that cavity is rotten core. Take this thing off here. Let's see here. So that is all rotten core, and it just disintegrates when you touch it, which is not a surprise. Samson post takes a lot of strain, and I would expect that it would probably be rotted, because in all the years I don't think anybody touched it or resealed. Maybe just a little bit of caulking here around it, but not much. That core is saturated. In fact, you can see the water. It is soaking wet. Anyway, so this whole foredeck is wet. Fixable, but like everything, takes work. Anyway, let's see here. So this thing will focus. I don't know if you can see the water push out right there. Anyway. And then there was a plate with a rubber gasket over it. Who knows what that was originally. That core's actually pretty dry. I think it must have sealed it well. So, anyway, not too surprised, but this will be the project for this winter. Nice to have her cleaned up. I tidied up the power cords so I could sweep the side decks, and then so that we can walk the side decks. More or less cleaned up. Put the anchor and stuff up there. everything that was on the deck. Leaves and dirt. So these are the shelves that were in the V-berth. And I tried to contain the dust as much as I could, but awfully difficult. What I thought initially was a resinous mass, it is not. You can see the glass strands mixed in there. So it's chop strand matte, just sort of, who knows, maybe that was the glass that was originally laid up to secure the Samson post, and then they poured the resin in on top of it. It almost looks like that's the case. Sort of, you can see the layers, resin on top, glass on the bottom. So a whole lot of glass. So the Samson post base went almost all the way down there. Certainly down probably 4 or 5 inches. And then there's the drain pipe that Albin installed. Notice the height above the anchor locker floor, and you can even see the scum line where water sat. So that's it for this video. Next video should show the removal of the fiberglass base for the Samson post and on to related projects.